looking to extend his unbelievable 30-game hitting streak in this one. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And towing the slab, J. Mack. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Stephen Kwan leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one down.
Took that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, or reverse curveball, I guess. And clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see. And that was a great one right there.
Jung-Hoo Lee in the box now. No balls and a strike. Mack, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. And there's a ball. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 5 for 5 yesterday. He was incredible to watch in that one. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
Ramirez with some impressive production lately. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Middle of the first, no score. Back here at Fenway, top of the second, and now it's Josh Naylor.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Mack Back to work. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count. Ball.
Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That's great location on that pitch. Right on the edge of the strike zone, and clearly the deceptive and unique movement of the screwball just froze him at the plate. I'll tell you, I don't envy these hitters trying to contend with that.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. Tell you what, that screwball is so unique, and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it, no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
Will Brennan stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. On the corner for a strike, and 1-1.
1-1.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. On the ground, and it goes just foul. On the ground to third. The throw to first. Guardians go down in order. So they go quietly there. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. 2 outs, base is empty. J. Mack up next for the Red Sox.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
I'm plotting my next move. I make sure I can't lose by changing my mental. I'm focused, I'm in tune. I'm plotting my next move. I make sure I can't lose by changing my mental.
He swings and fouls one off. Mack launched a pair of homers in his last game. 2 down, nobody on. Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
squirts away a little bit. Man on second, 2 down. That's the third. Ramirez sends it to first. That's out number 3. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. And that drops in for a strike. Naylor measures 6 feet even, hitting 7th in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Next offering is in for a strike. He goes down looking.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
And up next for Cleveland, Anthony Volpe, hitless in the series. He's 0 for 9. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boo. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Thairo Estrada to the plate. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Estrada working through some struggles lately. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Two outs. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Jung-Hoo Lee digs in for the Guardians. Struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. To the right side. Bregman to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And that drops in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one. That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. No score. Back here at Fenway Park, here's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
Mack back to work. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Guardians just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
The 1-1.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And a swing and a miss. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Stepping up for the Guardians, Trevor Larnach.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's off the mark. And that's ball 1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. 1 down, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. The Guardians still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a ground ball to first, and foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball is often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
And now Will Brennan. And that one popped to short. Story. And makes the grab. And that is that. So 5 perfect innings in the books. And we still have no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
The designated hitter, K. Matt.
That one ripped. Kwan moving back. Gone! That ball was crushed. He flexes his power with that swing. His 31st home run of the season. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And a swing and a miss. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Now at the plate, Anthony Volpe. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. And that one fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
So in now for Cleveland, Thairo Estrada. And that drops in for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Out to short. Story whips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Guardians nothing. Top of inning number 7, and here is Stephen Kwan. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
And that drops in for a strike. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one rooking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So up next, Jung-Hoo Lee, 0 for 2 in this one. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Devers makes the grab, and that's the third out. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail here 1-0. So now here's the DH, J. Mack. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Gaddis, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony.
One ball, one strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Man at first, one away. On the ground left side, 6, 4, out, 3, double play. And the inning is over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Guardians nothing. We go to the 8th. Now here is Josh Naylor.
Number 22, Josh.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
0-1's the count.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Strike 2. Matt. Into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, but get back on track. His team needs him.
So now the DH spot, Trevor Larnach. Still a ways to go, but this is can't-miss stuff right now. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Now it's going to be Will Brennan.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
0-1.
A little bit low.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Making 18 strikeouts on the day. So now 24 have been set down in order. 3 left to go for perfection. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back in Boston, we go to the ninth, and now the catcher comes up to him, Bo Naylor. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the ninth inning, working on a perfect game.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before. They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They are going to make the play.
Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Matt back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hit on the ground to short. Zips it to first. One up, one down. And now 2 outs away from history.
Well, I hope he gets this done. I mean, this is the kind of feat that can define a career. Hard not to root for him at this point.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking for the strikeout. And the Guardians with 1 out left. So digging in, Tyro Estrada. And this is it. 1 out away from perfection. In there, and it's 0-1. They're down to their final strike. The Guardians down to their final strike. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.